So if you just started Anime Adventures or you still want to know the best ways to get gems in Anime Adventures, then this is the video for you. From start to finish, from noob to pro, let's go. Okay, before we get started, let's say that I just joined the game, I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go, alright? So the first thing that you're really gonna see in your first, time joining the game is the fact that you're gonna get a free rare character. Whether that be not Broly, he's not rare. Luffy, Krillin, I don't know, any other ones, etc. You really want to hope that you could get Sanji. If you can get Sanji, then hope that you can get him. And any other units than that, I guess Luffy's pretty good as well, but Sanji's honestly the best rare that you could get in the game right now. But yeah, let's see what else. Once you join the game, your best friend's probably gonna be codes. All right, codes is the best thing that you're gonna have to do, so go ahead and put on the codes. I'll leave all the codes in the description if you need them. And by the way, if there's more gems in the total of 2.5k or more, 2.5k gems or more, which is basically a guaranteed legendary, you want to go ahead and spin for the perfect banner. If you already don't know what the perfect banner is, it basically contains an amazing mythic, legendary, and epic, or mythic, legendary. Either one is still really good. Basically, what you want to really look for is Arima, Juuzou, Shanks, and Broly as the mythics, Dio, Erwin, Giorno for the legendaries, and Jotaro, Speedwagon for the epics. If you could get all three in a line, either one of those in all three, the main ones that I really want to get in a whole line maybe is Arima, Erwin, and Speedwagon. That's a really good trio right there. But if you can get any of those in a banner, that's really great. And the only reason why I say that is because of the fact that you're already a guaranteed legendary, so if you get a mythic on top of that, that's really good. That's like a bonus, like a very big bonus, since you're basically gonna be set for the rest of the game. But yeah, get either one of those, and the main loadout that you're really gonna be looking for is right here. I'm gonna put it on right now, which is Dio, Erwin, Bulma, or Speedwagon. All right, Bulma or Speedwagon, either one, they're both give money. Bulma just gives a little more, and maybe a replaceable unit like Sanji. Later on, you're gonna be able to replace him, but maybe he's good early on. But yeah, that's a pretty good team. I only say those because Dio really good for early defense and early story mode. Erwin really good as well, summons units to fight for you, and buffs your units as well. And Bulma and Speedwagon just do damage. But if you don't get those units off the bat, you're at least gonna have a guaranteed legendary, either Dio or Erwin. Either one of those, that's really good. And then other ones could just be like sellable rares they could replace later on. And you only have 4 slots, by the way, not like me. You're gonna have other level slots that you're gonna need to upgrade. I think this is 50 and 20, I think. So you're gonna have to be those levels to actually get more units. But besides that, once you do all of that, get your loadout, you want to go ahead and go to story mode. But before the story mode, always use time machine if you're like sleeping or busy. Right, this gives you around 1,000 gems overnight, and that could stack up. All right, so if you're just early on, time machine is going to be really useful since you can't really macro. But moving on from that whole thing, you're gonna go into the story mode. If you already don't know story mode, you're gonna be wanting to do this mainly with more people, like another person or 2 other players that are either higher level than you or the same level, so you guys could power level basically with each other or with the carry. But not only because of that, you can do this on Discord or with a list of friends. By the way, Discord is gonna be really useful. I'll leave it in the description. You guys go check it out. There's different sections of what you could do, story mode, raids, challenges, etc. So that's really useful. But not only will you get carried or help at least from these story modes with other players, you'll also move on to the quest as well. So if you already don't know, events, dailies, and mains, mainly dailies still have some quests that make you want to play with other players during story modes or other games in Anime Adventures. So for example, maybe you have to do challenges to play that with another player, or maybe play story mode with another player. So if you complete that throughout doing the story mode, you're basically gonna get extra gems on top of it. But not only will you get extra gems, you'll get a total of 2,880 gems in total, just because you do get 80 gems per raid. And there's not raid but story, and there's around 36, and 6 times 36 6 times 6 is 36. Multiply that by 80, that's around 2,880 gems, which is a pretty good amount. But you want to save that until you finish hardcore, which if you already don't know, hardcore, it's the same thing. All right, for every story mode, there's normal and hard. Hard just basically gives the same amount, 80 gems, 50 exp, random unit exp, and some food, basically doubling the amount you gain from the first place. So 2,800 plus another 2,800 added onto that. That's great. You're in the 5,000 so far. But once you're done with hardcore or hard mode, collect your quest and move on to infinite. But if you don't have good units that can defeat them, ask for a carry, or you can go ahead and head on over to the summoning area again just to look for another perfect banner. Arima, most likely you really really want to get Arima. And at this point, if you don't have Speedwagon or Bulma and you have everything else, you want to aim for those two, right? Aim for those two so you can have at least a money unit. But once you're done with that, you could go ahead and head on to the main meat of the portion that you're going to be playing this game for, which is the infinite. If you already don't know, infinite is what it says. It's infinite. You're going to have to be going in there for quite a bit. But the main tactic that you want to do to get the most amount of gems is to go to Planet Namek, go to infinite, select, and play until wave 24. Once you get to wave 24, just end it all there, and you should get around 95 gems, 41 EXP, and some fruit. That's really good. And combine that with some time, you should be able to get a total amount of 20k gems or 16k, just because mythical pity is a thing. This is going to be the first time you're going to be guaranteed a mythic pity if you already haven't gotten one. So you want to grind up to 20k gems if you don't have VIP, and 16k if you do have VIP. So I recommend getting it if you have extra money, but if you're free to play, it is what it is. You should have to be playing for a little longer, but get all those gems up and you should be reaching quite a high level as well, so you could add extra units to your loadout. And once you do get 20k gems or 16k, whatever it is, go summon for your mythic, mostly Arima, but if you already have them, go for other units like Juuzou or Shanks, mainly Shanks just because his evolution is actually really good. But yeah, aim for Arima, and that's good. But then on there, collect some quests if it's possible, just because there are some quests that make sure that you have to summon. Basically, you have to summon once to claim the quest. I don't know what I was talking about there, but yeah. Once you do get your mythic guaranteed, you want to start working up to your challenges. All right, challenges, as you can see, there's a starfruit challenge right here, and it changes every 30 minutes, and sometimes it could be hard, sometimes it could be really easy. I recommend just going for the easy ones. If not, then go to the Discord and check out other people that could carry you in these raids or challenges, my bad. And only go for the starfruits, just because the other ones, extra gems, extra gold, are not really that worth it. Unless you need extra gems, then go ahead. Gold is kind of dog shit. Aim for the starfruits, just because evolutions, they require a lot of starfruits, and the main unit that you want to be evolving is the mythic that you have. And the reason why I say that is because mythics are really overpowered in evolution states. So you evolve it right here, get a trait while you're at it, by the way, so you can get them more damage, range, whatever, etc. And yeah, evolution with good trait, with good level, you're gonna be set for the entire game. But after that, and you got to level 25, you can start doing challenges. All right, challenges, you have to be level 25 to actually do it. And once you go inside, you should have enough gold from selling all the fodder units from summoning. And yeah, buy the tickets and do the raids. The raid that I recommend really doing is the Demon Slayer one, just because it has mythical Akaza for free and mythical Rengoku evolution, which I just recommend going for Akaza if you don't have Rengoku and you don't want to spend the gems on it, since he does do a good amount of damage as well. And also, even if you don't get it the first time, or like get it in a while, you do get 200 gems, 50 EXP, a random amount of unit EXP, and raid capsules every single time. So that could stack up over time. For example, you do 5 raids, 200 gems times 5, that's 1,000 gems for 1 hour, which is amazing. And besides that, you know, this could also be a time for you to collect some quests, because you can play with other people, and there's some quests that require you to do that. But then on there, once you have enough gems, you have your loadout. The main one that I really use, that I like for my whole team, is Arima evolved, Juuzou evolved, Shanks evolved, Dio, Erwin, and Bulma. This is the main team that I have, just because this is basically a solo loadout. You know, Bulma for the money, Erwin for the summon and buff, Dio for the time stop and early defense, Shanks for the conquers, hockey, stun, Juuzou with that bleed and insanely good damage, my bad, and Arima with the best DPS in the game. Once you have your loadout, if you have a similar loadout like me, you should be really set for the entire game. You get like thousands of gems overnight. And the main method to that is basically macroing. All right, once you're at this point, you can macro at Marineford. So go to Marineford, check out my other videos on how to macro, go to infinite, stop at wave 24, and then repeat, rinse and repeat. Basically, you get a bunch of fruit, EXP, gems, player EXP, etc. It just stacks a lot overnight. And maybe if you're busy doing homework and you're at school, you could just do macroing. But maybe if you're like playing the game and you can play the game the whole day and you want to, go ahead and do the farm that I said earlier, which was to go to Namek and then stop at wave 24 and get all those gems. And over like the span of a day, you should get more gems than actually macroing. But macroing is just there if you don't want to do anything and you're too lazy. But yeah, that's basically it. You get around 4,000 overnight with my macro showcase that I did a couple days ago, so that's really good. But infinite farming with the Namek just gives you around like 10k a day, so that's really nice as well. But yeah, you should be good at this point, you know, get all your mythics up, collect some more, get all your gems up, and maybe wait for the next update, since some of them might get replaced. But yeah, enjoy generating gems.